into math. Lesson 15.4, rename mixed numbers to subtract. I can rename mixed numbers to subtract fractions with like denominators to solve real-world problems. Spark your learning. At a petting zoo, a baby goat is on a special diet. She receives 3 1/4 cups of food each day. The baby goat eats 1 3/4 cups of food in the morning. How much is left for her evening meal? So they want us to draw a picture like we did yesterday. So for 3 1/4, how many rectangles do I need to draw? 4, because I have 3 holes and then part of another. So let's go ahead and draw that real quick. Okay, so we drew our 4 rectangles and we broke them into 4 pieces. Then how many whole ones am I coloring in? 3 whole ones. And how much of the fourth one? 1, right? Okay, so then I have 3 holes completely colored in and 1/4 of the next one. All right, then, so we had 3 1/4, 1 3/4. How much is left for her evening feeding? What am I going to put in a box as a key term? Left, because that tells me we're going to what? Subtract. Okay, so we should have also written 3 1/4 minus 1 3/4 for our equation, correct? Okay, now what do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of 1 whole, and then how many 1/4 pieces? 3. So 1, 2, 3. What am I left over with? How many holes? I only have 1 hole left, 1 completely filled in, and then how much of the other one? 2/4. Or that also equals 1 1/2, correct? And then what's my label? Cups. So how much food is left? 1 1/2 cups. Build understanding. Number 1, Bessie the cow drinks 4 1/8 gallons of water each day. She drinks 1 7/8 gallons before noon. How much water will Bessie still need to drink before the end of the day? So we have 4 1/8 gallons, 1 7/8 gallons. How much water will Bessie still need to drink? So am I going to add or subtract? Subtract. Today is subtraction problem. So 4 1/8 minus 1 7/8. So I need to draw my rectangles. Okay. How many total rectangles am I drawing? 5, right? Because you have 4 holes in 1/8 of another. How many pieces am I going to break each one into? 8. Okay, so we have our 5 rectangles, each is cut into 8 pieces. How many are we coloring in completely? What's my original one, guys? My original fraction? 4 1/8, so I'm coloring in completely 4 of them. Remember, you should still be able to see your lines even after you color in, correct? Yeah. Okay, now when I would go to do this, if I didn't have a picture, could I just take 7/8 from 1/8? Nope. So I would have to regroup, correct? Okay, essentially. But let's do our picture first. So how many am I getting rid of? 1. And then how many 1/8? 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what am I left with? How many holes am I left with? 2 holes. And then how many of the small pieces? 2. I have 2. 2 and 2, 8, which is also what? 2 and 1/4. And then what's my label? Gallons. Letter B. What equation can you use to model the problem? Okay, so we already did that up here, and then they said that that could have equaled D, right? Okay, for the amount she still needs to drink. All right. Letter C. Explain how you could model the problem with an equation using only fractions greater than 1. So a fraction greater than 1 is also known as a improper fraction. Okay, so we learned how to do those, right, guys? Okay, so if I were to do that instead of drawing this whole entire picture, I would have 4 and 1/8. I do in my little multiplication plus sign. So what is 8 times 4?
It's 20, no, it's 32.
32 plus 1 is what?
33.
33. So this would also equal 33/8. And then 1 and 7/8. Put my little multiplication plus sign. Start at the bottom, work my way around. Okay, 8 times what is 8 plus 7 is 15/8. So now, could I also just take 33/8 minus 15/8?
No.
I can't. I can take 33 minus 15. Yep, I can. What is 33 minus 15? What's half of 30? 15. So 15 plus 3 is 18. Okay, so this would equal 18/8. And then now can I go back and simplify it? Yes. How many times does 8 go into 18? 2 times. 2 times 8 is what? 16. 18 minus 16 is 2. Did I get the same answer that I did up here? I sure did. So did that work out the same way? Yes. And did I have to draw a big picture? No. Okay, so what makes number equals the number of gallons that Bessie still has to drink? 2 1/4. We did get 2 1/8, but we also simplified, right, guys?
Yes.
Number 2. 2 kittens get 4 2/4 ounces of food. The bigger kitten gets 2 3/4 ounces. How much does the smaller kitten get? So let's pull out our information. 4 2/4, 2 3/4. How much food does the smaller kitten get? You sometimes need to rename mixed numbers to subtract. One way to rename a mixed number so the fractional part is greater than 1. And what are those fractional parts that are greater than 1? What are they also called? Improper fractions, where the numerator is larger than the denominator. Rename the mixed number that the amount of food given to the pair so does the fractional greater than 1. Show your work. So we have 4 2/4 equals, what do I put? Little multiplication sign, little plus sign, right? Work my way around. So 4 times 4 is what? 16 plus 2 is 18/4. Okay. Then I have 2 3/4. What do I need to put? Little multiplication plus sign to get my improper fraction, right? 4 times 2 is what? 8 plus 3 is 11/4. Okay. Now I want us to model the problem with an equation using the rename mixed number and solve the problem. So what am I going to do? 18/4 minus 11/4 equals what? 7/4. Okay. Now they want us to go ahead and put our answer in there, which we did up there, right? Okay. So what is 7/4 also equal to? 1 3/4, because 4 goes into 7 one time, right? Okay. And then also 7 minus 4 is 3. So you get 3/4. And then what's our label? Ounces. So 1 3/4 ounces. Okay, so going back real quick, could we have taken the 3/4 from the 2/4? No. So we would have had to regroup. And eventually you're going to learn how to regroup with mixed fractions. But right now they're having you turn them into improper fractions and then subtracting. Okay? So Max has 6 3/6 pounds of seed. He used some and now has 4 5/6 pounds left. How many pounds of seed did Max use? Okay, I'm going to pull out 6 and 3, 6 pounds. 4 and 5, 6 pounds. How many pounds did Max use? What can I put in a box if keywords is going to let me know I'm going to subtract? Left, but I also have what else? No. Used, right? If you use something, are you getting rid of it? Yep. And I have it down here as well. So what is going to be my problem? The 6 and 3, 6 minus 4 and 5, 6. Now, we are learning how to make these into improper fractions to work them a little easier, right? So, I put a little multiplication, put a little plus sign. So, 6 times 6 is what? 36 plus 3 is 39. So, 39, 6 minus, put a little multiplication, a little plus sign. 6 times 4 is what? 24 plus 5 is 29, 6. Now, can I go ahead and subtract those? Yes, because they have a what? Common denominator. So what is 39, 6 minus 29, 6? 10, 6. Is that okay to just leave it? No, I need to make it into a mixed number again. So how many times does 6 go into 10? 1 time. And then what is 10 minus 6? 4. So 1 and 4, 6. Am I done there? No, because it can be simplified too, right? What goes into those 4 and 6? 2, right? So what? How many times does 2 go in there? So 1 and what? 2/3. Because 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So my answer is 1 and 2/3 pounds. On your own, number 2. Pablo spends 3 and 1/6 hours painting, and Miguel spends 1 and 5/6 hours painting. How many fewer hours does Miguel spend painting than Pablo spends? So pull out information, 3 and 1/6 hours, 1 and 5/6 hours. How many fewer hours does Miguel spend painting than Pablo? So what is my keyword? Fewer. And that lets us know we're going to subtract. So I'm going to put 3 and 1/6 minus 1 and 5/6. I need to make those into what? What type of fractions? Improper fractions. So I'm going to put my little multiplication plus sign, right? Work my way around. Start at the bottom. 6 times 3 is what? 18 plus 1 is, so I have 19/6. Okay. Make my next one into an improper fraction. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 5 is 11. So 11/6. So 19/6 minus 11/6 is what? 8/6. How can I go ahead and work that? Because they both had what? Common denominators. Okay? Can I leave it as an improper fraction? No, I cannot. So what do I need to put this as? How many times does 6 go into 8? 1. Okay? 8 minus 6 is 2. And then I keep my same denominator of 6. Am I done? No, because that is not in what? Simplest form. So, what is the simplest form? 1 and 1/3. Because 2 goes into both of them. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So my answer is 1 and 1/3 hours.